Let's talk on this video about motivation, mood. These are common words among students. Some say, oh, today I don't have a mood or an energy to read. But remember, motivation is not consistent. Sometimes you are motivated, you have the energy to read. Sometimes you could be down, and that is not the case in exam, because exams don't give an excuse whether you are motivated or not. Some days you might feel inspired, some days you are tired, you could be bored or stressed, but you are expected to do the exam irrespective of your mood and motivation. So the best option is to lay down or to have a system, a working system, a strategy, a schedule that will work and that you will commit. Being disciplined, whether your mood is high or no. Disciplined students don't ask, should I study today? Is it my plan today? Can I skip reading today? This is not the vocabulary you find in disciplined students. When you have systems, you will be able to read, you will be able to do your assignment, to prepare, irrespective of your energy level or motivation. A system answers all those problems. So instead of trusting your motivation, try to trust a small achievable goal, a small achievable system and strategy. Say, for example, you can commit every 45 minutes, every day, I commit to read and do my assignment. That is more than enough than trying to wait to read when your mood is a bit high. When you keep your promises to yourself, I tell you, your confidence will grow. Please start from today. Have a goal, have a plan. Direct yourself, push yourself to the limit, saying, no, now motivation is over. I should not be reading when I'm feeling a bit high. No, you should say, I will continue reading. I'll continue to go to library. I'll continue to the group study discussion teams, irrespective of my mood. And I'll commit 40 minutes or an hour a day to have a focused reading, to recall what I have studied. When you have such realistic plans, and the system, I tell you, you'll be proud of yourself. See you in the next video as I talk on planning for a successful academic career. See you. In the earlier video, I told you I'll talk about planning. And sometimes when I talk with my students and when we set our semester goal and other things, I usually tell them, have a plan. And that is what everyone will tell you. And one thing I noticed through the years is most students do not fail because they are lazy. Rather, the cause of the failure could be because they don't have really a good and realistic plans. Sometimes, they will have plans, and the plans are so ambitious, so good on paper, but in real life, no. Some students plan to study like 8 hours in a day. But they are expected to go to class, to do homework, to take care of family, to do some other activities. And, they will find it that they are not committed to their plan. And they will start blaming themselves. What the hell? I had prepared a plan. Then I failed. And they will just lose their hope. And that kills their motivation. My advice is start with your real life. What do you do every day? Morning you go to school or your university. Try to check your semester schedule. Maybe morning you have classes, in the afternoon maybe you have lab sessions. Whatever. Start what do you do in your routine daily activities, okay? In such a way, you can be able to prepare a realistic plan that fits to your daily life. A realistic plan or study plan starts with your actual schedule. Because as a student, you are expected to to eat, to sleep, to wash your clothes, maybe to go to church, to do a lot of things. So the first thing you need to do is look at your class schedule. What other responsibilities do you have? Okay, good. Then now try to see your time on where to fix your study schedule. It should not be around what you wish is. It should be very realistic. You cannot have a study plan maybe saying between 1 to 2 p.m. and maybe you just go for lunch at 12:30. Imagine, 12:30 you finish your class. Then the time between 1 to 2 may not be an effective time for you to put on your study time. You should look for which time am I really free? And the best thing to do is fix the time first, then you put the subject. You should not start saying, what subject should I study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Say, I'll be studying from 7 to 8 p.m. every day in a quiet place. First, you fix that time. Then you can be able to put the subject which you'll be reading at that specific time. Start by asking, when will I study? Not what will I study. Start when. The time is very important. So a fixed study time is more powerful than the long to-do list, you see. Have a short and focused sessions. That is very important. You don't need like marathon sessions, you know. You don't need to have marathon sessions like, okay, 7 to 8 p.m. Now I read. 8 to 8:30, I revise. 8:30 to 9, I go for dinner. You know, even there is no time in the middle for your break. So have realistic. Let your schedule reflect your study time, the time you go for lunch, the time you go for dinner, the time you go for exercise, the time for group activity, and other social things you might have as a student. It's very important to leave space, at least also for revision, okay? Because if your plan has no rest, you know, it will not last, because you'll find yourself being boring and being bored of the plan also. Okay? Because your brain actually needs recovery also to learn. So keep in mind that what I'm trying to say is a good study plan is not ambitious. A good study plan is usually sustainable. If your study plan keeps failing, again, don't worry. Plan again. The hallmark is failing to plan is planning to fail. So whatsoever it is, try planning. If the plan is not working, evaluate, reflect, talk to your lecturer, talk to your mentor, and then revise your plan so that you'll have a sustainable, a realistic plan which you'll be proud of yourself in attaining it. Many students think sleep is so optional, but it is not. Sleep directly affects your grade. Students think that I need to read the whole night, and then they will skip their sleep. When you study during the day, remember your body, your brain is not resting. Your brain is busy. So the only time your brain could rest is when you sleep. No sleep means you'll end up in having weak memory. Especially in student life, lack of sleep really reduces focus and understanding. You know, when you are tired, you read few pages again and again, you're tired. Remember, you are not really absorbing. The brain is not getting it. Getting tired is not laziness. When you're tired, just go to your sleep. Many students I've seen, they stay up to the whole night before exam, and you'll find them in the morning in exam hall, and they'll say, sir, the whole night I have not slept. You see, this is a punishment. It doesn't really help in the performance. And remember, a sleep-deprived brain can easily panic, and it can forget the concepts very easily, and performance will be very poor. Not only that, poor sleep also affects your motivation, your emotion. It could make you anxious, it makes you stressed, also panic. See? Remember the panic that comes with exam, and yet you have not slept. It's too much. So some of the simple things you can do is, remember, you don't need to be perfect. Try to read as much as you can. Get an adequate sleep. And once you're done with your reading, don't go to your phone, especially in bed. Especially before you go to sleep, avoid deep reading or deep mathematical calculations, okay? So that you can have a very good and quality sleep. My dad always says, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. The best thing you can do as a student is sleep early and also wake up early in the morning when your brain is fresh. If you have an 8 a.m. class, just be in the empty classroom. Go there early, maybe at 6 a.m. and try to have a quiet reading. Imagine how your brain can be able to absorb whatever you are reading. But remember, sleep is very important. Don't make an excuse saying that I've been reading, that is why I've not slept. It won't help. And it doesn't translate to academic performance, as I've said, like studying for long hours. See you. Thank you.